you want to demonstrate this one or sketch it, you just have y and x, or not even on your graph, just on your paper, and your reference point, which is 0, and then k is at 0 and minus 2. You just write x, y. That is the sequence. Now, at this point, you may not go back to start writing, sketching 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1 in that order, or 1, 2, 3, 4 this way or this way. You may just finally pick these numbers. At 0, it is standing here. X is at 0. Where is minus 2? If you have minus 1 here for y, no. Let's go y this way. For y, we have 1 and 2. Then you can have minus 1 and minus 2. Because you have minus 2 and 0, you may stop there. For x-axis, this is just 0. Even if you put 1 and 2 here, 1 and 2, and put 1 and 2 on the sketch this way, minus 1 and minus 2, it doesn't make any difference. So 0, x is 0, and y is minus 2. Where is minus 2 on the vertical? Here. You now mark here. That will be point K at 0 and minus 2. You put a bracket. Very simple. Very, very what? Simple. Okay? So you can see that this thing, you don't need to even sketch all the numbers. You can put something like this, y and x, 0, minus 2, and you mark k at like that. This and this, they are the same thing. But for somebody that is starting it, you need to just show some values on the x plane and y plane. That is the vertical plane and the horizontal plane, or the y-axis or the x-axis. Remember, I call them what? The x and y coordinates. Are you getting me? One must be complemented with the other in 2 dimensions. That is why we call it y and x axis. Remember, I said that in 3 dimensions, it's going to be x, y, z, or I, J, K. At the higher level, 3D presentation or representation. But this one is 2-dimensional representation, x and y. Okay? So in the assignment, I want you to, in this assignment, you have to define location, and 2, you represent the positions of the following, okay, on the Cartesian plane. So let me have a small cut here so that you focus on here. The position of the represent the position of the following on the Cartesian plane of the following on the Cartesian plane. 1, P is at minus 1 and 4. I, N is at minus 2 and 0. M is at minus 1 and 2. I repeat, define location of an object. 2, represent the position of the following on the Cartesian plane. 1, P at minus 1 and 4, N at minus 2 and 0, and then M at minus 1 and 2. That will be the assignment. When you do it, you can give me the feedback, write it via WhatsApp, and I'll get back to you. So, thank you very much.